We're going to get things rolling here shortly. First up will be our heat races for the McAllister Rental Pure Stocks. It is the George Harris Memorial tonight, so we got a nice trophy for our winner. And we'll be having our hot dog race a little bit later on. For those of you that have never seen one, well, you're in for a treat. We'll say that much. All right, so it looks like we're light a couple cars that were supposed to be in this one. We had 7 scheduled, 4 on the track. So it looks like it'll be Chris Deviney in the 13, Jeremy Johnson in the 47, Jeff Parks in the U2, and Bob Baumgarten in the 108. We are less the 98 of Austin Sovine. Oh, sorry, that's Eric Deviney in the 13. We're less the 98 of Austin Sovine, 89 of Abby Kolb, and the 13 of Chris Deviney.
Well, this might be another opportunity for Jeremy Johnson to have a big day. Going to start on the outside of that front row. He doesn't get too many checkered flag already with a heat race win so far this season. Looking for his second one here as we get going with the first heat of the day, the slow heat for the pure stock division.
And Jeremy's ready to go. Did you see how he fired off as soon as that green flag was out? He was gone.
Bob Baumgarten back there in the second spot in the 108. Found out that he's the nephew of the Michigan Motorsports Hall of Famer Ernie Baumgarten. Found that out this week. Running his number. Big-time driver of the 50s and 60s as Johnson continues to set the pace. Baumgarten in second, Parks in third. Deviney back there in the fourth position.
Oh, caution on the
one.
speedway. Sounds like there may be some debris over in turn 1 maybe.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see it there, just about center of turn number 1. Kind of see something just a touch off color from the pavement. And I don't mean blue.
Much like our commentary, a little off color.
Well, those of you that may be watching at home, a hot day here in central Michigan. Very few clouds in the sky. Part 1 of a 2-day festival of fun here at Owosso Speedway. Tomorrow, the big destruction overload.
We're going to jump a bus.
Yeah, I know. On purpose, even.
Yeah, usually when it happens, it's accidental. This time it'll be the opposite of accidental.
So don't be calling our insurance company.
Yeah.
We may or may not
our
have
rates,
that.
Our rates may be escalating in the near future.
Next week, $16 to get in, that's for sure.
All right, green flag is out. We are back underway. 1 in, 5 to go. Jeremy Johnson leads.
Baumgarten second, Parks in third. Deviney in fourth in this fourth. Well, we'll call it the fast dash because that's the only dash we have tonight.
I don't know. We got the hot dog dash.
Oh, that's true.
Later on.
And that might be a hot dog thrash. Johnson trying to have extend his career wins, but here comes Baumgarten. He's been wanting to get a checker flag, hasn't done so yet this season. He struggled with finding speed on that car. Right now, an opportunity, although he takes 4 awfully wide.
Halfway in, 3 down, 3 to go. And I got to believe Jeremy Johnson is going to defend this lead like his life depends on it. So I do not envy the role of either of those 2 cars following right behind him.
Well, they're both hungry for checkered flags. Neither one has one this year. That's one of the nice things with these heat races is, a number of drivers that may not ever get a chance to run for a feature win can get their car into victory lane and give their sponsors some extra support and show that the money's not going to waste on these cars as the white flag is out. 1 more to go for Jeremy Johnson.
Apparently, he really enjoyed this whole winning thing.
He got a little taste of it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, now he's hooked.
Johnson taking it out of 3 and 4, and he's going to come out of turn 4 with that lead, and he'll take it to the checkered flag. Jeremy Johnson with the win. Was he pounding his fist in there?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Baumgarten and Parks will finish second and third.
And it looks like we lost Eric Deviney around the halfway point.
Jeremy now, he knows exactly where to go for victory lane as he pulls in there. It's the first victory of the night for Jeremy Johnson. Weasel Racing Top Speed, High Flush Pro Shop, Sunoco gas stations.
Is that Weasel Racing like the name of a team, or is that like an actual sport? Is there a league of Weasel racers?
Yeah, it's in Washington,
that have all
DC.
come together? Oh.
No
comment.
Jeremy Johnson's got the helmet off. He's getting ready to climb out. He's going to be the happiest man in the pits all night long, regardless of how the rest of the night goes. How about it one more time for Jeremy Johnson, ladies and gentlemen?
Once again, we proudly present McAllister Rentals as the title sponsor of the 2024 Sport Compact Division at Owosso Speedway. For over 20 years, McAllister Rentals has been Michigan and Indiana's go-to destination for heavy equipment needs. From bulldozers to excavators, they have the largest selection of CAT equipment to handle any project of any size. They can handle the projects here at Owosso Speedway. They surely have the equipment to handle whatever project you have in mind. McAllister Rentals ensures your job becomes easier, faster, and more precise. Experience the efficiency of having the best equipment at your disposal. Visit McAllisterRentals.com to discover how they can simplify your next project with unbeatable equipment and customer satisfaction as their top priority. Thanks to McAllister Rentals for their continuous support as our Sport Compact title sponsor here at Owosso Speedway.
Talon Deal is going to lead them out. For heat race number 2, Craig Hills in the 07 will be alongside row 2, Randy Moore in the 09. Vinny Lello, 87. The 6S belongs to Scott Garcia. Brent Voris in the 5, and Kyle Callahan, a feature winner this season in car number 14, will tag on to the tail end of the field. Second of 3 for your pure stocks. Again, brought to you by McAllister Rentals. Kyle Callahan, by the way, 5th place in the points. He's 164 back of point leader Jason Spencer heading into tonight's show. 6 laps the distance as we get set to go racing with Pure Stock Heat Race number 2. Here they come out of 4. We're underway.
Ooh, a little bit of contact right there on the start between Hills and Deal.
As the Flint native takes him down the back straightaway, Randy Moore up to second now. Craig Hills trying to hold on to third. Now he shoots up to second using that high line. Actually picked up a little bit of ground in that battle for second place.
Yeah, curiously enough, Randy Moore comes into the night second in the point standings, but in the Sport Compact division, made the choice to hop in Ricky Moore's number 09 Pure Stock for the George Harris Memorial. He is a relative of George Harris, so that race a really big deal to that family.
Well, I tell you, the 07, Craig Hills doing a nice job on that high side. Despite how wide he takes him out of the corner, as soon as I say something, he goes way up top, allows Kyle Callahan to shoot through the middle like jam in a ham sandwich.
Not jelly this time,
no,
huh?
I was going with something a little thicker. I knew what I was going to say, it just didn't fall out of my face.
Gotcha.
Callahan takes over the top spot. Deal now falls back to second.
So next time, is it going to be like a marmalade?
It could be a marmalade, yes.
All right, Callahan continues to hold the point in the number 14. Talon Deal, really good job in the M57. And as I say that, he looks like he may have had an issue off in turn 2 as Brent Boris sneaks by. This time around, white flag is out, 1 lap to go.
Now Callahan, the fastest of this group, and he's pulled well away from the field. As right now just needs to hit his marks, and he'll find himself in victory lane as he's already in turn 3. Boris by himself in second, then Deal, Moore, and Lello. Checkered flag Callahan for heat race number 2.
Morris comes home in second, Talon Deal third, Randy Moore fourth, then Garcia, Hills, and Lello complete the field.
34 years of age is Kyle Callahan, former champion in this division, been racing 21 years, started in the karts before moving up into the pure stock ranks. Midland Steel, DDRE Racing Engines, Wassman Construction, Schaefer's Racing Oil. The sponsorship help on the number 14 calls Midland his home. Ladies and gentlemen, picking up the win here in heat race number 2. Give it up for Kyle Callahan. Jordan Lakota, pole sitter. Outside pole in the number 83 will be Nick Johnston. Brian Thompson, there he is in the 66 inside row 2. Jim Miller Jr. in car number 9. Lonnie Sommier in the M15, and Jason Spencer, your fast qualifier tonight, car 55. Spencer is your points leader. Jordan Lakota 28 points back. Jim Miller Jr. 38 points back. And then, like I said, it's a bit back. It's 100 points back before you get to Brian Thompson, who sits 4th.
And just like all the other ones, this will be 6 laps in distance. Nick Johnston started the day in his 7 car, Roger, was having some motor issues, so borrowed a borrowed ride. The 83 that Dan Goki normally pilots for Bob Elliott. Nick Johnston is in tonight as the green flag's out.
This should be an awfully tight group of cars for the majority of this race, based on how they run in the feature event. With Lakota getting the early jump, Thompson and Johnston battling side by side for second. Right behind them is Miller and Sommier in a fight for 3rd and 4th. Remember, heat race points on the line for the top 4 finishers. So these heat race finishes are very important as far as who we crown champion for 2024. Right now it's Lakota getting max points as he's leading the field.
Yeah, the 55 of Jason Spencer got a pretty good chunk of points from qualifying earlier today, but he is not running up in the top 4 in this heat race. In fact, he has 2 more cars he's got to pass if he wants to be up there in one of those positions. And getting into the far side of the season, Roger, every single point counts, so it's definitely going to be a big deal if 55 doesn't make it up into one of the points positions.
Well, it looks like he's just kind of laying back right now. I thought maybe it was because there was really no place to put that car as everyone was side by side in front of him, but even that started to settle down here, and he's just kind of laying back, watching things play out, looking to maybe save it for tonight's 30-lap main event, or 25-lap main event.
And Jim Miller Jr. the 9 working around the inside of this, well, the 83 of Nick Johnston. It's going to throw me off all night as the white flag is out.
Yeah, certainly one thing you notice here on asphalt is your drivers like to jump around a little bit from car to car to car.
Well, I feel like this year is even worse than any other year I can remember. But the checkered flag is out. Your winner is going to be Jordan Lakota. Brian Thompson, good run in 2nd. Lonnie Sommier, or excuse me, Jim Miller Jr. 3rd. Lonnie Sommier 4th. Then Johnston and Spencer complete your field.
Yeah, Miller just snuck into that 3rd spot out of turn number 4 to get past the M15 of Sommier. Is Jordan Lakota, former, well, he spent some time on the dirt, coming back to the asphalt this season, 34 years of age, out of Davison. Complete Realty, that's Angie Ridley, Sarah Manick, also from Complete Realty, Marsh Auto Sales, and Cliffs Auto LLC. The number 1 as he's down there in victory lane picking up the fast heat in tonight's McAllister Rentals Pure Stocks. How about it for Jordan Lakota?
All right, Pure Stock feature getting ready to hit the track.
Oh.
And, of course, I was busy ranting about the phone book and misplaced my lineup.
Okay, then I have it. Bob Baumgarten's going to start this one on the pole. The Mount Clemens driver in the 108 will have Talon and Deal in the M57 out of Flint alongside row 2. Craig Hills out of Onondaga in the 07.
Onondaga.
I'm going Onondaga. You just stay back. Onondaga, like Talladega. In the 07, Randy Moore out of Ashley. In the 09, Vinny Lello. Now, don't get your tail between your legs. Vinny Lello in the 87, Scott Garcia in the 6S. Are you still with me, Chris?
I'm here. I was letting you do the lineup.
Okay, Brent Forrest in the 5, Kyle Callahan in the 14, make up row 4. Row 5 is Jordan Lakota in the J1, and Nick Johnston's number 83. Row 6, Brian Thompson in the 66, Jim Miller Jr. in car number 9. It's a deep inversion here tonight, Chris. As Lonnie Sommier, second fastest qualifier, will be inside row 7 in the M15, and your fast qualifier, Jason Spencer, will be to his right in the double nickel. Jeff Parks in the U2 and Jeremy Johnson make up row 8. Eric DeVinny, let's see if Eric made it out. He did in that 13 car. He's back there. Abby Kolb, I think she made it out
She
there.
did.
Yep, it's either the 89 or 98. I can't tell which one it is. It might be the 98 back there.
Yeah,
oh, they're both there.
they're
Okay.
both out there. They both made it.
Austin Sovine in the 98 and Chris Deviney in the 13. So we got a couple of 13s as we're set to go 25 or 20 laps here in the pure stock main event.
All right, race fans, this time around, first time tonight, want to see each and every single one of you get up on your feet. We've all been sweating, so let's air out those armpits. Get on your feet, wave your hands in the air. You wave to the drivers, they'll wave back at you. Well, it looks like the 57 Italian deal still wet behind the ears a little bit, Roger. He elected to take the tail of the field after being scheduled to start on the front row. But we have a great field of cars still at the front. Green flag is out. We are underway.
Oh, we're 3 and 4 wide as we go into turns 1 for the first time. Boris was on the bottom there. I thought he was going to get shoved down to the concrete. That's only in the 6th spot as they're all over each other in front of the field. I don't know what to call. There's a lot of things going on here, Chris.
Yeah, we're 2, 3, 4 wide as the field. Oh, the 07 of Craig Hill's back wheels get off the ground.
Both drivers, Boris and the 07, get back underway. Caution out, however, with 1 lap complete. There was a lot of stimulation going on there. A lot of different colors flowing in front of me at high rates of speed.
Some would say too much going on.
I was overwhelmed. Little piece of debris here on the front straightaway.
I'm surprised that's all there is.
Yeah, the 4-wheel by sponsored Owosso Speedway safety truck.
There was 2 pieces there.
Oh, 2 pieces. Well, you can't have just one.
Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
So after 1 lap,
Scott Garcia leads, Kyle Callahan second, Nick Johnston third. Jim Miller Jr., man on the move, he's up to 4th, it looks like. Yeah. Bob Baumgarten drops back to 5th. And wow.
well, if he's up to 4th, that's a heck of a move because he was in 12th on the start.
Well, if you think that's impressive, Jason Spencer and Lonnie Sommier are 6th and 7th. Which I guess, running the numbers in my head, makes them pretty close to even.
Yeah.
But still impressive.
And you get points for hard charger as well, so most positions gained from your original starting position number.
Yeah, you get 10 bonus points. That's based on where you were scheduled to start. If you have one of those starts where it gets called back and somebody drops out and the field gets reconfigured, does not matter. We go off the original starting order.
Vinny Lello's going to end up losing that nose piece of that machine here if he's not careful. This will be also the first opportunity of the night for the Owosso option. You see the, well, if you can't see it, there is a orange box on the front straightaway past the flag stand. Drivers will get to choose whether they want the high side or low side for the restarts. And it looks like we're choosing already. Garcia's taking the inside, Callahan top side. Still not used to Nick Johnston being in the 83, but he's going to take the inside. So no real...
If it makes you feel any better, Nick's not used to it either.
No big surprises as left or right of the choose cone. Now, if you run over that box, you go to the tail of the field, and Kyle Callahan's been bit by that many a time. He'll make sure he doesn't let that happen again here today, as the field gets the one to go signal. Now, they can't ramp it up until they get to the M&K Truck Center restart zone painted over in turn number 4.
Yeah, you see the 2 lines over there. The leader can fire any time in between those 2 lines. If he does not fire by the time they get to the line, the green's out. Have at it. At least if my understanding's correct. But I'm just the announcer.
I guess it's whatever you can get away with. Because
That's
they're always looking to get away with
yeah.
something.
Oh yeah. That's the racer's mantra. As the green flag's out, we are back underway. Nick Johnston immediately to the inside.
Yeah, Bob,
Lonnie Sawmere down on the inside.
boy, Garcia got thrown out. We're going to go 4 wide in turn 3 and 4. Nobody lifts. Baumgarten does.
I was gonna say there's no way that can go wrong.
Wow, they made it through as Callahan is your race leader. Johnston in second, but here comes Miller Jr. Spencer back there in 4th. Sawmere in 5th. Squeezing that inside line between Johnston and Miller.
You know, you want to say that Nick Johnston's driving it like he stole it, but he actually has full permission to be using that car.
It's not rent to own.
That I don't know.
Boy, they're absolutely looking for that second spot, but Callahan there continue to pace the field. He's already with a feature win. Caution is out.
The 07 of Craig Hill's facing the wrong way over in turn 4. That'll draw the caution. Made it up to 4 laps in the books.
Field gets firmed up, and we'll give him the one to go as we might have a car off the pace here. Yep, the 98's going to come to a stop on the back straightaway. No, he's going to get it going. Looked like he was going to stop there, and now back underway. That car blowed up pretty bad last week.
Yeah, they've been fighting that car for a good chunk of the season, it seems like.
I was kind of hoping maybe the 98 was going to dive down to the infield, but he's going to try to make it to the pit area, and we're set to go green here. As they get to the M&K Truck Center restart zone, the green flag is out, and the action continues.
Well, Jim Miller Jr. on the outside, the number 9, inches ahead down the back straightaway. He's all the way on the flat of the track back there, and looks like he'll bring her down in front of Callahan to take the lead here on lap number 5.
So it takes.
Oh,
The wheel come off of someone's machine.
that was the M15, Alani Sawmere.
Oh, he's in the wall. Okay.
Yeah, he went headlong towards the wall. We're going to throw the caution here on this one. I saw him and the J1 looked like they got together. I don't know what happened beyond that.
So Callahan with an opportunity to pick up a lot of points here with Lakota and Thompson out of this. They are in the top 5. But Spencer, your leader heading into this evening, right there on the front row with Callahan. Or Spencer, rather.
You got Callahan on the mind. Happens to the best of us.
Johnston on the outside of row number 2. As your field now bunches up. See how many we can get in this time as we've got 20 to go. I say Miller, we know Miller's good at restarts, so is his dad. And he's got himself a slight advantage, although Spencer able to keep a fender alongside Miller most of that lap.
So Spencer now falls in line behind Miller as the battle is on for 3rd. 14 Callahan, 83 of Johnston. You know, I think at this point, Nick might not give back that 83 car. I think he's just going to say, this is mine now.
Well, anyone that's jumped behind the wheel of it knows they're going to get into a very competitive car. We've seen Goki do it time and time again. The only battle for position is that 3rd spot. Callahan's going to hold on to it.
Yeah, right now the 9 of Jim Miller Jr. putting down some nice consistent laps, enough to maintain his lead. At this point, Roger, everyone is single file around the track.
Yeah, it looks like kind of pulled along by a string here. Some chances for some drivers to pick up top 10s Jeremy Johnson is one of those old Jeff Parks almost got into the wall in the back straightaway as your leader now coming into lap traffic. Davini will go a lap down. Spencer all by himself in second. Callahan with Johnston right on his tail, and then Boris back there in the 5th spot.
Yeah, right now that almost battle for third is, I think, the best battle on the track. Although we have a nice little one going there for 8th with Jeremy Johnson, Talon Deal, and Craig Hills. All battling for position.
Parks goes a lap down in the U2 machine where the streets have no name.
With or without you.
He's going to have, Miller's going to have his hands full here pretty quick because Deal, Johnson, and Hills are racing for position, and they've been side by side a lot of the time, and now Miller is creeping up on them. Oh, the 07 off the pace.
Yeah, I believe he got shown the black flag. I noticed his lap times coming up flagged a couple times for potentially breaking out of his qualifying bracket. So it looks like the 07 going to exit the speedway. And that worked out great for Miller as Jeremy Johnson gave him plenty of room. I don't think Jason Spencer really caught him at the most advantageous point of the track. He compromised his exit on turn 4 a little bit there. Coming down 9 laps to go now as Miller leads, Spencer second, Callahan third, then Johnston and Boris your top 5.
Moore in the 6th spot. And 7th is the success, Scott Garcia. And that would put 7th, I believe, would put 7th to Jeremy Johnson. And he's still in that battle with the 57, a deal. That's for 7th and 8th. They're a lap down. They keep going back and forth for that position. But a chance for maybe a career best finish in a feature for Jeremy Johnson.
Yeah, he's up there in the 8th spot right now trying to hold off that 57 machine.
Switch spots once again, so Deal now back up to 8th. Car off the pace, Callahan, car 14. Your 3rd place car well off the pace.
Tough break for Callahan. He's up out of the groove. I think he's going to try to limp it home, but
he is not.
Yeah, caution flag out. Not under power on the front straightaway. Tough break for Callahan. Was a feature winner a couple weeks ago, and now just putting along the front straightaway.
As we get ready to settle it, a little dust up. Bare knuckler happening right now. Great restart.
Yeah, Jim Miller Jr. is just phenomenal at those restarts. And Nick Johnston will work to the inside of the 55 of Spencer. That moves him up into the 2nd position. And Randy Moore, his first race in the Pure Stock this year, in a car that I believe they just kind of pulled out of the weeds and chased off the raccoons that were inside of it. He runs up in the top 5.
Garcia leading that 2nd group of cars in the 6S as we come down to 3 to go. Miller's race to lose in car number 9. Johnston in 2nd. Spencer fading back in that 55.
Yeah, Nick Johnston just about the fastest car on the track right now. Maybe peaking just too little too late. As they head down the back straightaway for the penultimate time. Coming off of turn 4, white flag is out, 1 lap to go. All right, he heads down the back straightaway as the battle rages on for the second spot. We'll see how that shakes out as we get back to the line off of turn 4. Checkered flag is out. Your winner of the George Harris Memorial is going to be Jim Miller Jr. Jason Spencer second, Nick Johnston third, Brent Forrest fourth. Randy Moore going to complete your top 5. Well, he's had a lot of success this season. He's going to carry it forward and collect another pretty cool trophy as he picks up the honors in the George Harris Memorial. He heads slowly down that front straightaway. He'll park in Gross Construction Victory Lane. Your winner, Jim Miller Jr., and he'll get to speak with our very own Roger Williams.
So we got a nice George Harris Memorial trophy for the win. Also a $25 gift certificate from All Star Performance as Jim Miller Jr. climbs out of that car. And what did I say? Did I say senior? Did I say senior? Well, it's been I was dirt tracking yesterday, so I'm a little groggy. Jimmy, come on over here, and we'll make sure we get you on the video here. As you said that she running a little warm today.
Yeah, last week you asked me if it was hot in the car, and it was like 107 degrees. Today it's a hot one.
And how hot are you right now?
Fat man hot.
Congratulations! Talk about those first 5 laps. You went from deep in the field all the way up to 4th, and then things kind of happened around you. Talk about those first 5 laps getting through traffic.
Me and my dad made the choice to free it up a little bit so I could try the outside, knowing I was going to come from deep, and it worked. We need to go a little more, but the car was hooked up. It was awesome.
Well, you get another one of those trophies from Top Speed Motorsports and Dan Bailey and the group there, and you get a nice trophy. I know you had the opportunity to race with George. Tell us what this winning this race means.
I mean, to win both memorials back-to-back is kind of unheard of. I'm kind of speechless. Only thing I can really do is thank all the fans for coming. Thank everybody that helps me week in and week out. Performance Auto, Top Speed Motorsports, Wall Built, Michigan Auto Corps, Corona Road Bar, Finish Line Seamless Gutters, Rikers Engine Service, Otis Transmission, Dort Transmission, and Angie's Realty.
All right, well, enjoy the victory and cool off. I'm sure you got some cold in the cooler somewhere. How about it for Jim Miller Jr., ladies and gentlemen, picking up the George Harris Memorial here today.